Some of you may have noticed that there is an addition.
We're going live at this time.
Every year,
Tournament is about to begin.
Out this with every winner on it from past years. I already brought it up to the captains, but I want to get everybody that's ever won this tournament on this trophy. And then going forward every year, whoever wins it, in addition to the very nice chunk of change you win, you also get the trophy for the year. So obviously I want to give a huge thanks to Academy Lanes and the DeBurrow family for generously hosting us. I also want to individually thank Kathy Boyd and Amy Dube, who are responsible for all those little books you got, and Dubie, sorry, Amy Dubé / Sean Crow. For the books being set up, everything in the systems, everything wouldn't happen today if it wasn't for them for the most part. So big thanks to them. And then I want to definitely thank our main sponsor, Candlepin for Cancer. They've donated 50,000 plus to families over the years, and they do a lot for the game, and they definitely help us out a lot. And then, as everybody knows, I have it up here in the bucket at the corner. $5 a ticket. Thanks to the DeBurrows, they have generously donated a set of balls. Any set of balls they have in the house, you get to choose from as the winner. We're going to draw it on Sunday. And then second consolation prize, thanks to Kim Baker, they donated a Patriots tailgate set. If anybody doesn't want the set of balls, I will buy them off them for $200. So either way, you can get something out of it. Candlepin for Cancer is also generously donating for any 200 throw-in.
Tournament will begin shortly.
They'll get $200. If a woman throws 175, they'll also get $200. And then for any perfect game throw-in, they're going to donate $100. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Sorry, I'm colorblind. So anybody that throws a perfect game or any high string, I'm sure we'll hear if there's a 200. But just pay attention to that. Let them know. They'll donate that cash out. Day of.
Yeah, we take over donations also 24/7 Venmo, candlepins4cancer.com. We have shirts and hats available to Kim Baker. Thanks to Kim Baker. Frank DeLuca made the WOW shirts. We thought we sold 50. We're 5 shirts away from 850 shirts. 5 XXX left. They're going away. Kim Baker's making the Candlepin for Cancer shirts and hats. 25 for the shirts, 20 for the hats. $10 goes to charity. 28 families helped with lemon drops and the shirts and hats combined so far. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I can't thank them enough, especially for what they've done for me in this tournament, but what they do for all the families affected by that terrible disease. So, big thanks to them and everything that they do. We will be selling those raffle tickets all the way through the end of day Sunday. So anybody that wants one, if you don't have cash, I take Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, anything you got. Come up and see me. So,
Ready to go? Facebook?
So, any double strike throw-in, please go see Steve Reno for a candy bar.
Greg Gouillart, we're on Facebook.
And then anybody that hasn't done it, I know I've announced it a couple times. Up front here, we got the triple strike and 4-bagger pools,
YouTube.
$10 each. Make sure if you do throw one, you come up and let somebody know. Let me know, let the counter know. But anything that gets thrown, anybody that hits one over the weekend splits it. So if you haven't signed up for that yet, please come up front and do so. We're paying out high single, man and women, every string. That's already included in the prize fund. So anybody that gets a high single or high man and woman will get paid out.
They're bowling right next to us.
Warm-up lanes are going to be 11 and 12 in the left room over here. My left, your right. There should be QR codes on everybody's desk. So a couple things I want to bring up. So the CBA, really new cool thing that's coming out. You guys have seen the posts over the last few days of like top 50 rankings for high averages and whatnot. It's the future of the game. We're trying to throw it as much as we can. And anybody that has any questions on it, see Dave Barber. But the QR code, scan it, check it out. I think it's great for the game, and it's definitely good for the future of the game as we continue to try to grow it. And then with that, so the Pro Series event. So our first Pro Series event is September 22nd, right here at Academy Lanes. We really want to grow the women's game. So right now, there is a minimum of 48 women in this place that are good enough to be in this tournament and are good enough to bowl the Pro Series.
Amanda?
So please, we are trying to grow this game as much as we can, and the turnout we had for women this year is laughable. We had one event that had 3 women. So I know that everybody in this building is good enough to bowl in these tournaments. You're good enough to be here. There's no excuse as to why we shouldn't have this type of turnout for any tournament, especially out of the women. So we really want to grow it, and we really want to do more than just a singles event, which is what we ended up doing every tournament last year. We want to do 3-man teams. We want to do doubles. We want to do a knockout. We want to do everything, but we can't do it if 5 women show up. So please, we'll be posting about it. The first event, September 22nd. It's a Sunday. Check it out. Sign up for it. Let's get a big turnout for at least the first one, and then hopefully the rest from there. And don't worry, I'll bring it up on the last day too. I got 1 clap. Do we want to grow the game? So with growing the game, there's streamers everywhere. Anybody that wants to stream, feel free. Stream your lanes, stream whatever. We got Candlepin Bowling Network down that end. We got Tony Levesque down that end. The TikTok ladies will be floating around. I know Charlie's streaming. The object here is to grow the game as much as we can. And the internet is the best way we can do it. And just be professional, be courteous, be respectful. Which really goes into my next thing is rules, dress code, professionalism. This is a professional tournament. This is a professional tournament. Act like it. Don't hit ball racks. Don't kick over trash barrels. Don't do anything stupid. Like, I get it. Everybody gets frustrated. But you're a professional. Act like it. Anybody that does anything within reason, I will not hesitate to kick them out.
Did you hear that, Craig?
So don't affect your team. We're all adults. Bowl and act respectful and professionally. Full bar and restaurant is available. Anybody. And then with that, make sure you, like Penny said, clean up after yourselves. You know, we're all adults. You're moving from one lane to the next. They're very limited on their staff here. Do your best to help them out. Clean up after yourselves. Throw your shit away. If you don't throw it away, it'll get thrown away for you. Make sure you tip your bartenders. And then with that, we are going to play the national anthems and then get this thing started.
Just one other thing I want to also add. All the standings will be on our website, on our front page, under Mixed Worlds results. Click on it. The last round that was bowled will be on there. So if anybody's asking, any of your friends or anything want to know, especially up in Canada or that, go on our website, right on the front page, click on results, and the last round will show where the standings are. Okay? So let everybody know that's interested in how you're doing, that they can get it right off our website.
So Maddie wanted me to make sure everybody knew that there is a grievance committee. Maddie Kelly is on it. Sorry, Maddie River is on it. With Steve Bonnie, Maria DeFrancisco, Gerald McDowell, and Glenn Murphy. So if you have a grievance, please see them or me. And with that, we're going to get this started.
So if you're not already standing, please stand, remove all hats. We're going to do our national anthem.
All bowlers at attention for the national anthems. That was the Canadian national anthem, now the American national anthem, and then action will begin.
All right, everybody, good luck, good bowling, have fun.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to coverage of Mixed Worlds 2024, live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. My name is Greg Gouillart, and alongside me is Kevin Burns, and on the call today is Paul Grant.
Hey, Greg, how you doing? Kevin Burns, hello. Welcome to this great match. 24 teams, 23 strings throughout the next 3 days. 7 matches today, 10 tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. The final 6 rounds Sunday at 9 a.m. also. Amanda Carroll from Gray, Maine, out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine for Team Holbrook, Coca-Cola team. They're on lane 14. On lane 13 is Mark Hart Ford. Always sponsoring their team. Amanda Carroll, Stacia Zernicki Award winner, 2023 class. Headpin hit, 7. Charlotte Perotti, not Parody, it's pronounced Perotti, 136. Amanda Carroll with the wood, just missed inside.
Close bid for Perotti, hits the 1-3, but not into the 6. Carroll, what a pin out that is. Got the 3-10 as well, and she'll get a 9 box.
Gonna need that step ladder, Greg. It's hard to see back, way back here. Both with the 9 to start. 1 string matches, Greg. 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, nothing for a loss. There are no playoffs unless like we did in 2022, it'd be a 1 string roll-off if that happens. Candlepin for Cancer is proud sponsor of the Mixed World Tournament. 501c3 charity, donations via Venmo 24/7. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Candlepins with a 4, cancer.com. Amanda Carroll, 4-7, wood to help. Charlotte Perotti, 4-2 split. Amanda for a spare, yes! 19 of the ball through 2, a fierce competitor. Future Hall of Famer for sure. Charlotte, 179, correction, 176 right. Charlotte off the same foot in hand, takes an 8, 17 through 2. 2-pin lead plus the ball for Amanda Carroll. They're going 2 boxes at a time. 5-person teams by rule, 2 women, 3 men. Greg, the substitution policy, please.
Substitutions can be made at any time before the halfway point and not on a mark. My levels are up a bit high, it seems.
I'm the one who usually blows people's eardrums out. Oh, nice ball. Erin Merrill from Maine. 4-7-8 triangle. Here's Brenda, 207 LeMagdalene. High single with ladies, 207. World record holder. And a class act out of Agawam Bowl, Agawam, Mass. For Mark Hart Ford. Merrill pushes right, got the 8. Just a great lady. Great example on and off the lanes for Mark Hart Ford. Missed left that time. Merrill trying to clean it up. Off the wall, takes the 7 down for a 10. LeMagdalene the channel for a 7. the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Hello. If you're new to Candlepin bowling, it plays just like big ball bowling, except you get 3 small balls rather than 2 per frame, and any pins on the plate stay on the plate and can be used as live wood.
We'll bring in Kevin Burns for some information here after this next box. 1-string match. Merrill, beautiful ball. 9. Leaning towards the 9, won't go. Friendly piece of wood to help. Boy, she can put some good ones together. Very laser, very serious in the lanes, all business. Great competitor. LeMagdalene off to the left, takes down 8, 9, even better. 8-pin, plank to help. Merrill, spare. Amanda Carroll, Aaron Merrill from Maine have spares. LeMagdalene for a spare. That will go. 17 of the ball through 2.
Sometimes double wood can be a bit of an obstacle, but in this case, it worked out perfectly.
Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook coming off his Massachusetts Bowling Association team thrilling win last night. Tim Cook on the left from Marquardt Ford. Kevin Burns, welcome.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Up. Kevin.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Sorry, I'm not sure what's happened to the headset here. I'll check again. Apologies, Kevin.
Let's go after this box now. Craig Holbrook in the pocket, up the wall. 9. He leaves up the 4. A lot of 9 drops. It's not a 9-pin tournament, though. Tim Cook in the pocket. Strike! Wow, what a shot for Marquardt Ford. Each side with 2 marks on the board already. Third bowl is up. Hall of Famer Craig Holbrook. I believe that wood's out of play. Let's bring in Kevin Burns.
Thank you very much.
Kevin's mic's still not working. We'll get back to him as soon as we get those technical difficulties solved.
Sorry, Paul, need a second.
We're not trying to tune you out, Kevin. Although the thought did cross my mind. Kevin's an easy target, a lot of fun. I guess the wood is good. And it goes around, tough break.
It's fair wood anyway, not terribly fair to Craig's shot, though.
Oh, they got all new alley balls.
And that is a Paul Grant special, no fault of his own. Missed the second shot, make the third for a 10 to start his match. 1-string format. Again, 24 teams, 23 matches the next 3 days. We'll get to Kevin Burns sometime today. Craig Holbrook. You see the overhang is not going up now, it's gone up. Now ready to start. Bob Lee, Drew Steele are on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. We're on Facebook today. Couldn't get the YouTube link going at the same time. So we're on Facebook, be on YouTube later on tonight or tomorrow. All 23 matches.
As best as we're able.
Yeah. Craig Holbrook, beautiful ball in the pocket, 7, 3, 6, 7. Back to lane 13. Tim Cook trying to double up the strike. Too far right, but lucky to get 8. 1 in the 7. Veteran bowler. Left-hander Holbrook just missed right. Leads up the object pin, the 3. Cook, nice shot, spare. 20 through 1, 30 in the ball through 2. Strong start. Tim is cooking early on. Holbrook at 9, 19 through 2. Scores are on your screen.
6-pin advantage so far for Marquardt Ford.
Tyler O'Brien from Marquardt Ford on the left. Future Hall of Famer Dave Barber has a high single of 208. His father, Jim Barber, in the Hall of Fame with a high single of 206. That's why Dave said he's the better bowler in the family. Jim had that famous 4 strikes in a row on Channel 5. Fires away in the pocket, a tough split. 4 left, the cluster of 3 is the 3, 5, and the 9. O'Brien goes left, he bounces 7, 1, 8, 10. Dave Wood in front, can he kick it over? No, missed everything. We'll have Kevin Burns tomorrow.
Yeah,
I guess this might be some.
Tyler takes his time on lane 13. Nice shot. Missed the head pin originally. The wood came back, but left up the 8. Barber with the wood. Nice out. Take a 9. Academy Lanes. Oh. Academy Lanes Pub 125 celebrating its 2nd anniversary. Started 2 years ago during the Mixed Worlds. O'Brien with the wood. Missed that chance for a 9. $73.67. Marquardt Ford up by 6 right now on the left. They've got 1 spare, 2 spares on the board right now. 2 spares also for Team Holbrook. Barber fires away. Half Worcester 2 in the 8. Are the 2016 World Championship title team. Power ball for O'Brien 8. 6 in the 10. Spare chance. Barber half Worcester right. That's Paul Grant bowling the 3 and the 9. Don't get the 1-5 now.
That's actually only the first head pin that Team Coca-Cola has missed all string.
O'Brien for a spare. Missed right. Leads up to 6. Those pesky 2 pinners Greg likes to call sometimes. 51%.
Especially when the right side of the lane, but he can gain sticks here now.
And Dave Barber with the Paul Grant half Worcester 4 box. That's why I hate that shot. Too many gaps. Too many missing teeth. 4. It is golf season, 13 through 2. O'Brien gains 5 with a 9. Actually, you got it, 2 9s, 18 through 2. Anchor ball is coming up now. It's Josh Daly, the #1 seed in the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Southern Conference, edging out Justin Waters' World recently this week. We take on the Freight Train, Joey Lister, June 30th. Live coverage that day on the ACST Facebook page. Tim Soucy from Brattleboro, Vermont. For Marquardt Ford. From a 134 league bowler, Daly pounds the strike zone. Splits 2 and 1. Soucy, nice ball in the pocket. He's got a 2-2 split. 2-4, 6-10. Josh gets some wood to work with here. Can he kick it over? He goes right, and nothing doing. I thought he might go left that time, but it wasn't easy either way. Soucy, oh, what a try. Just missed the 6.
2-4-10 is incredible in its own right.
Yes, it is. Daly gets the shore 2 for a 9. Give him a 2-point horseshoe leaner. Give him $11. That's 2 points in horseshoes, a leaner. Each of the 9. After this next box, back to the top board. Every 2 boxes completed, we'll get an update from Greg Gouillart. Left-handed Josh Daly from Danvers, Massachusetts. Right side, 7, 1, wiggling 2, 10. One in between. Soucy on the crossover. Strike! Joins Tim Cook in the strike party. 19 plus 2 through 2 in the first string. 1 string matches, first of 7 today. 10 tomorrow, 9 a.m. 6 on Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. Daly for a spare in lane 14. Yes! 19 of the ball through 2. Top of the order, that means an update from Greg Gouillart.
Here it is, 3 marks to 3 each side, so it's a true seeming 11-pin lead for Marquardt Ford, who has that extra mark. Pinning is just about even at this point. Remember, this is a 1-string match, and we're most wins over the course of these 23 matches all weekend long, including Saturday and Sunday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Atlantic.
Bob Lee's covering Harry's All-Stars and the Hatchetman on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network with Drew Steele. We're on Facebook. Top of the Amanda Carroll on the left now. On the spare, the setback shot. Started in Canada, that nickname, 26 through 2. Charlotte Perotti, parallel time. Good place to be when you want to get away. 5-9 middle, 4-7 left. She had 17 her first 2. Just a terrific lady.
As it usually is with those setback shots, the wood in front of the 4-7 is seldom the most useful.
A better position for the wood, spare. Back-to-back. 36 in the ball through 3. Charlotte, a 7. 24 through 3.
And that's why it was important for Carroll to get on that diagonal piece of wood instead to sweep it all across.
108-107. Marquardt Ford holding on to a 1-pin lead, but they're down a mark. Match 1. Perotti, beautiful ball on the crossover. Breaks the dime in a triangle. 3 middle, 5 left, 6 right, 7 far left. Amanda on the bonus. Off to the right. 6, 1, 2, 7, 10. Spear 7, spear 6, 42 through 3. Perotti missed everything. Amanda Carroll swinging those arms in rhythm. Textbook swing, just missed number 1. Not by much. That would have been 3 in a row. Charlotte Perotti with a 7 again. 31 through 4. Again, the substitution policy, Greg, for our viewers just tuning in.
You can substitute before the halfway point and not on a mark, in essence. And, of course, have to keep the gender ratio of 2 women and 3 men in check.
Amanda Carroll 9, 51.5. Career high average of 122 as a high single of 182. Multiple state titles in Maine. And ICBA championship winner as well. The current Maine Open State Championship winner. Defeated Deanna Bisbee, who bowled greater over average as well that day. All that's available on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Brenda LeMagdalene on a spare, 17 in the ball. That's just 3. 20 through 2 the hard way. Erin Merrill on a spare. She gets 5. 25 through 2. 1 string match. 2 points for a win, 1 for tie, nothing for a loss. LeMagdalene way left. Merrill, object pink, got the 1 and 9.
Nothing fouled away on lane 14, so LeMagdalene still has a chance for 10.
And Candlepin for Cancer is donating bonus money as an incentive today. Talk about it in just a moment. Is she gets an 8, Brenda an 8, Erin Merrill a 9. So Candlepin for Cancer, a proud sponsor of the Mixed Worlds, run by Nate Lees. For men, a 200 string, or a woman, 175 string. They're giving out $200. For a perfect game, 10 spares and strikes, $100 a bowler. Whoever gets a perfect string. So a lot of opportunity to make some bonus money. Sponsored by Candlepin for Cancer, a 501c3 charity, with the goal in mind to promote Candlepin bowling and help families going through cancer treatments. And every time I talk about a strike or a spare, Erin Merrill's strike. I should talk about Candlepin for Cancer all day long. We have perfect games.
That's right. She needed your help, Paul.
44 plus 2 through 4. 4, 4, 4. 4's a wild. LeMagdalene spare. 38 in the ball through 4. See what I'm talking about? A 501c3 charity. Donations via Venmo. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Candlepin's number 4, cancer.com. Donate wherever I stream live. A bucket at your local bowling center. Again, donations via Venmo or check on the website. Candlepin's number 4, cancer.com.
Money going to a fantastic cause. If we keep this up, this guy's going to make an appearance as well.
Steve Reno Sr. made the logo. He's here in attendance for Harry's All-Stars. We have the Candlepin for Cancer shirts made by Kim Baker and the hats. 5 XXX Wow shirts made by Frank DeLuca, winding down. 17 families will be helped after those shirts are sold. On the Wow shirts alone, 9 and 11 drop pools. That's the 4 or 6 penny first ball. $1, $5 on a strike or spare. Optional donation. Craig Holberg, half Worcester, 3 and 9, wood in between. Tim Cook had a strike, now a spare 5, 35 through 2, but a tough leave. 1, 3, 9, corner post. Somehow for 3 in a row. Great bid.
Maybe wanted to get that in the 1-3 pocket, but good to get sticks out of that. It's tricky.
Holberg spare. He had 3 9 drops in a row last night in Abington, Massachusetts at Webster Timberlanes, home of the chocolate chip cookie pizza. His team got a scare down 67, up 67 going to the final string, cut it to 2 with 3 blocks to go. They're winning it by 27. Watching on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
I watched it. That was some amazing moment there. Had Fontaine not split as much as he had, they may well have run down the total.
And Aaron hit the head pin all 10 times that final string. Cook 9, the kingpin is the 5. Holbrook at 29 in the ball through 3. Beautiful ball, 7, 8. Goal post, 37 through 3. One string match. Match 1 of 7 today. 10 tomorrow, 6 on Sunday at 9 a.m. Cook missed that chance. Holbrook trying to kick it over. Oh, wow, what a shot for a spare. Back-to-back, 47 the ball through 4. Cook can't find the range, 9. Still a good start, 53 through 4. What a luxury, Greg, to have Amanda Carroll lead off on your team.
What year is it? Craig Holbrook still getting it done.
And Josh Daly's not even bowling in this match. Amanda could be an anchor for any team. Longtime doubles partner with Brooke Betteridge. She'll be bowling the women's doubles event sponsored by Candlepin for Cancer, September 7th. Let's go, ladies. Looking for 24 teams this year. We had 16 the first year, 20 last year. Let's sell it out. Extra Lane, Shooter Sports Bar, New Hampshire. 10 a.m. start, Saturday, September 7th, 2024. Tyler O'Brien goes right. Takes down 7 maybe. It's 6. 1, 2, 5, 7. Dave Barber after that half was to twice, a 4 box. Only 4 that time. Tyler a pair of 9s to start for Mark Hartford. Nice bid. Oh, he got it. Swept on the king nicely. 28 the ball. Barber. Oh, he got it. Dethroned the king. That's your bounce back from a 4 box. 23 in the ball through 3. Tyler 28 in the ball through 3. Gotta love Candlepin bowling. It's an unbelievable sport for all ages. Get the word out. Fall leagues are forming as well. Both on bonuses. O'Brien first. Beautiful ball, 9. Bounces to the 4, won't go. 37 through 3. Barber's turn on the spare. Right side, gets 6. 1, 2, 8, 10. 29 through 3. After a 9-4 start. Englewood, this should go for O'Brien. Red line to Harvard. Got it! Back to back. 2 9s, 2 spares. 47 the ball through 4. Barber, 1, 8, 10. Close match. 1 string only. Barber, nice pinning, 9. 38 through 4. Anchor time. Correction, Josh Daly is bowling. I said he wasn't bowling. He is bowling, of course. He's on a spare. Tim Soucy, Dr. Seuss, you could say. Matt Soucy also is Dr. Seuss. He's on a strike. Josh doesn't take many strings off in these tournaments, Greg.
Team Holbrook was a high finisher last year.
Soucy on the cross, so a thin hit, gets 5. That's the bucket shot they call up Canada.
Team Bud Light 3.0 champions again. Can anyone dethrone the Rivas?
And Daly with the Paul Grant half Worcester shot. Don't you just love that shot? I don't think so. 21 through 2, momentum killer. Soucy with the wood, missed left. 6 in the strike, 25 through 2. From Haverhill, Massachusetts, Daly 1-8, 6-10 right, really goes. Soucy off the wall, bounces 2 for an 8. Daly a 7. Soucy 33 through 3, Daly 28 through 3, courtesy of that half was to 2 fill. That's why I hate that shot. Kevin Burns still not mic'd up.
Almost there, though.
Not a hint, Kevin, not a hint, Kevin, just so you know, we still want you. The trials and tribulations of live streaming. Great job by Greg Gouillart, of course, as always. Great guy, class act on and off the lanes. Daly for a strike, got it! 38 plus 2 through 4. Soucy's 6-1 split. Now it's just the 1 pin left up. Update from Greg Gouillart after this box. Soucy 10 43 through 4, top of the order. That means Greg Gouillart.
There I am. Just a moment while I verify the marks are correct as well. Checking in here, I show 2 spares up for Marcotte Ford. That's correct. And 2 strikes and a spare for Coca-Cola Holbrook, so that's right as well. 6-pin advantage. This could be double as much because Merrill and Daly have extra strikes.
It's hot outside. Marcotte Ford is at the boiling point, 212, 218 for Coca-Cola. Amanda Carroll, a 51 through 4 start, stuck in with a check mark in this 10. Decent wood. Charlotte Perotti trying to get in track, 8, 5 in the 10. See if she can use that wood. 31 through 4 coming in.
Funky things can happen. It happened in Perotti's last box and Carroll's box here, where if you get it on the wrong angle on the head pin, weird leaves happen here at Academy Lanes Haverhill.
Into stomps the foot, slaps her side. Perotti, tough break. A little fast in that ball, may have gone. Amanda for a 10, nothing there for an 8. 59 through 6. Perotti with the wood. Bounces around the 10 for a 9. 40 through 5, they're sticking with her. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin bowling. Fall leagues of form, your local bowling center, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Canada, wherever you bowl, Candlepin bowling. A sport for all ages. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Amanda off to the left. Bounces 7, not bad. 1-3-7, makeable chance. Perotti, a smooth ball that goes right in just 5. Parallel pins plus the 9. 1-2 in front, behind, left to right is the 8-5-9. Love that wood for Amanda behind that 2. Front of the spare. Got it! 69 in the ball through 6. Leadoff bowler for Coca-Cola. Perotti, nice ball. Somehow the 2-8 stands. Charlotte gets to 10 that time, 50 through 6. 1-string match. Match 1 of 7 today. Again, 9 a.m. Saturday, 10 strings tomorrow. 6 strings on Sunday. They wrap up 23 strings, 24 teams. Cover every team probably twice. Erin Merrill on a strike. 4-4-4 through 4. 6, 1-3-6 to 9 behind the 3. Brenda LeMagdalene. 38 in the ball through 4. In the channel, a rare 0 fill. Ouch. That's a Paul Grant want to get away shot. Merrill, just missed a 9. Brenda 38 through 4. Been there, done that.
At least you were good once, Paul. I'm still waiting. There's 6 down on the second ball. Merrill 9 fill and a 9 box, giving her 62 at the half. LeMagdalene takes aim, gets all 3 of them.
Wow. All that for a 10. That's a wow 10. The spear 0. Nice comeback. 48 half.
And it makes that first ball sting just a little bit more, unfortunately, because that was a brilliant shot. Just needed it a ball sooner.
Merrill 62 at the half.
Kevin, I believe, might have his microphone on in a second. We'll check in on that.
Merrill trying to match Amanda's spare for a team. 6-10's got a shot. LeMagdalene head pin it. Pushes down the right side. That's the 4-7. Spare chance. Merrill for another mark. Has it. 72 in the ball through 6. Third mark of the string has 2 spares and a strike. LeMagdalene too far right, but it goes. 58 in the ball through 6. Sigh of relief. I threw a ball on the channel. Rick Kimrowski, my teammate in Millis, the Friday Night Mix League, was going to kill me in a playoff match. And I came back with a mark a couple of boxes later on to redeem myself. A terrible feeling. Hey, we have Kevin Burns.
Let's see. Well, guess what? The microphone still isn't going to work. I don't understand.
I think that's a hint. That's a hint, Kevin.
No, it. Shush, Paul.
Greg Holberg, strike bid. Come on down. That would have gone last night in Abington. That's on a spare. 56 through 4. Had a 401 last night. That Massachusetts Bowling Association 3-string team tournament championship winner.
Now does it work?
For a spare, missed it. Tim Cook 53 through 4.
Now does that microphone work, Kevin, by chance?
Cook, head pin hit. 2 in the 5. Holbrook. Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third. Put a buck in, Craig, for Candlepin for cancer. 66 and a half, Cook at 8. 61 through 5. Kevin.
Well, can you hear me?
Hey, about time
Okay.
you joined us, Kevin. What took you so long?
Wasn't my fault. My microphone didn't work.
That was design plan, by the way.
I find that hard to believe, Paul.
Kevin, take it away.
Craig Holbrook is up on lane 14. Tim Cook is up on lane 13.
Holbrook for a strike, 9. Kingpin
Line
left
drop.
up.
Leads to 5 with a bunch of wood out front.
Cook on the crossover has a diamond. -1, -2, 3 in the 9. Holbrook, another spare. 76 in the ball through 6. 1-string match. Cook for a spare. Got it. 71 in the ball through 6.
Excellent. Do we have those bio sheets on hand by chance?
Our next match coming up after this, Kevin.
Academy Lanes and Turkey Hunters.
Oh, the Canadian team, the Turkey Hunters. Awesome. Now, we got to watch out. Their shirts have different names in the back. They're not the real names, so it's going to be confusing, Kevin. So you have to get the lineups for us beforehand.
As soon as they put them up on the screen.
All right. Dave Barber, a Jekyll Hyde start. A 9, a 4, a spare 6, and a 9. 38 through 4. Tyler O'Brien, 2 9s, 2 spares, 47 in the ball. Barber, 1, 2, 4, 7. 36% success rate for 4 horsemen for Class A bowlers without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Tyler, oh, wow, bombs away, baby. Strike, 3 marks in a row. 47 through 4. 57 through 4, 67 plus 2 through 5. Sizzling.
70 halves, always incredible. Presuming good count on the strike for O'Brien.
Barber flies around the 2 and the 4. Candlepin puts a cancer again, getting $200 for a 200 string for the men, $200 for women's 175 string. Perfect string, 10 spares and strikes, $100. Nice 10 off the wall for Dave Barber, 48 half. A dangerous bowler.
Very normal sight to see bowlers like Chris Winiar's running out on the lanes to retrieve wood and balls. It happens all the time in the game.
Chris, a great guy, funny guy too, a very good bowler. Had an off year, but an excellent pinner and a class act. Barber off to the right, 4. Doing the curly duck shuffle to wood. Where's Casey McCool? Lakeside Lanes bowler loves the curly shuffle. And banana splits. No banana split yet, Casey. O'Brien, double strike, wow! On fire here at Haverhill, Mass. Academy Lanes, Pub 125. 87 plus bonus balls. Barber leads up the king. Marquardt Ford looking for their first 2 points. They have the lead right now. Look at the upset. Very capable of winning still. Barber
Yep.
9, 57 through 6.
Although after that 9 boxes, 3 pins for Coca-Cola
That's right.
Holbrook.
That's right, that box is not in, so they get the double strike coming up. Let's get a quick update from Greg Gouillart.
That's right. Now the marks have basically evened out. If you double count the double strike, which it effectively is, an extra mark, it's 12 marks to 12. And the pinning is within 4 right now, favoring Coca-Cola Holbrook. So it is the pinning that's mostly responsible for their slight lead.
The hottest bowler in the game today, Josh Daly on a strike on lane 14. Fires away. His double strike bid is the 5-7.
And as always, by pinning, we mean the literal pins knocked down.
Tim Susi from Marquardt Ford, 9, leads up the 2. He's at 43 through 4. He had a strike 6 in the second. Daly for a spare and strike. Oh!
Gap wasn't quite lined up with a 7. Unlucky.
9 in the fill. Susi spare. 53 in a ball through 5. Daly 10. 47 through 4, 57 half. We'll get another update from Greg after this box. Right now it's a 12-pin lead for Coca-Cola But don't forget.
But it is Marcotte Ford advantage because of the double strike, as Paul was about to say. Sorry.
Yep, and they got 3 spares on the board also. 2 spares for Coca-Cola. Daly, beautiful ball for a strike. 8, 5 middle, 9 hobbles right. Susie on the head pin, gets the 7 to go. 3, whittling 6, 61 half. What a battle. It's just the first match of 23 this weekend.
You're not going to miss our coverage, that's for certain, if you care about Candlepin Bowling Network at all. And if you do, please do like the video and subscribe.
Never a charge, always free.
Indeed.
Susie trying to get in the mark. That wood could get in the way, but has a good chance. Daly, tough break. Susie's chance for another mark. Too bad on the object pin.
Might have gone, but the cap of the wood deflected it away for Susie.
Daly gets the 10, 67 through 6. What a beast he is on the lanes. He's still in his early mid-20s. Susie, 10, 71 through 6.
And
that
here
means
we
an
are.
update from Greg Gouillart.
Here we are at the top of the order. So with that extra mark in effect, Marcotte Ford has the advantage if Tyler O'Brien can fill it well. Being on the lookout for pin-perfect games, since a perfect string results in $100 courtesy of Candlepins for Cancer. However, nobody has a perfect string, although Holbrook is closest. He only left 1 pin standing on the string, but we won't have it in this match.
Charlotte Perotti takes down 8. 1 of the 2. That's got a good chance for a first mark. Amanda Carroll is on a spare, 69 in the ball through 6. There's 3 already. Only 3. Slaps aside again, 72 through 6. Perotti for a spare. That goes on the board. 60 in the ball through 7. Amanda, good second ball. Sliced and diced like Jersey Mike's. Couldn't get to the 7. Big 20s, Amanda Carroll, 10, 82 through 7.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Greg. Big update down the lane. Penny Lane is battling Stars and Strikes. They're very close, but Penny Lane has just taken a 15-pin lead after 6. They have 3 balls hanging. Stars and Strikes at 331 has 2, so it's 15 pins plus a ball. Elsewhere, Huff Power Sports 354, New England Flooring 288. PC Enterprises 346 and the Hurricanes 292. I'll be back with more later.
Next executive producer Bob Lee of Candlepin Bowling Network. Brody a diamond plus the 7 on the spare. 5, 65 through 7. Amanda Carroll the setback, wood to help. Perotti, good ball, won't go to the 5-7. Trying to sweep it over with the wood.
She pulled off that shot once before, but couldn't do it with this piece of wood. Surprised to jump behind the 4.
Perotti gets 9. Charlotte at 74 through 8. Amanda takes down the 4 for a 10, 92 through 8 with 3 spares.
So 3 pins right now for Coca-Cola Holbrook, but again with that double strike lingering from Marcotte Ford. Interestingly, the Holbrook team has 1 more head pin hit, but they also have 3 more splits as well. So Marcotte Ford getting better leaves on their head pin hits, and right now it's currently translating on the scoreboard.
Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, along with Kevin Burns on Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook today. Rebroadcast on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition. LeMagdalene threw in the channel again, but not in the mark this time. Harry Merrill with a bucket of 5.
Actually, I'm afraid so, Paul. It was another no-fill.
It was no fill? That's right. I was looking at the wrong scoreboard. That's right. 2 channel balls. Wow, unbelievable. Merrill can't get it to go. Good try. She had a spare 5, 77 through 6. So Brenda, 2-0 fills in spares. Unthinkable for the world record holder, 207. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling, folks.
But Merrill did snag only 5 more, even though it was a good ball.
Merrill spare.
Now gets this spare, and the advantage should swing back to Coca-Cola.
That's a 10 for Harry Merrill. She went fast, so she's a 10 officially, not a spare. 87 through 7. LeMagdalene takes a 9, 67 through 7. So not a spare for Erin Merrill. My apologies.
Confirming scores, that's still all correct.
Brenda Forsman in the post. It goes to 4 now. 1, 2, 7, 10. Merrill, the baby split is the 2 and the 7.
And the marks hanging are now correct as well.
Great to see our bowlers from up north in Maine and Canada here in western Massachusetts. Marquardt Ford. Brenda missed left. Merrill, field goal. Tight battle here in the first match today. All one-stringers.
Remember, these streams will go basically non-stop, maybe with one break in the middle to make sure we're not over stream limit, but all day today, 7 matches, 10 on Saturday, and 6 or 7 on Sunday.
If there's overtime, a tie, right? Brenda was 6, 73 through 8. Erin Merrill 9, 96 through 8. Coca-Cola has the lead, 388, 376, up by a dozen. Don't forget a double strike for the fourth bowler, Tyler O'Brien, when he comes up after these third bowlers. Here's Tim Cook, he's on a spare. Craig Holbrook on a spare.
This could swing the match just as much as O'Brien's double strike fill.
Cook in the pocket, 8. 2 of the 8 half-west. They're easily getting the first ball, it seems like, for some reason. 79 through 6. Holbrook, 76 in the ball. He bounces 7, 1, 2, 4, 83 through 6. 63 years young.
And only the first time he missed the head pin this string.
Cook head pin, got the object pin rather, the 2, but not the 8. Holbrook another mark. Yes! Back to back for the second time, 4 to 5, 93 in the ball through 7. Pushing the lead back up temporarily. Cook, good pinning, right on for a 10. 89 through 7 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Never a charge, always free, over 1,200 videos. Hopefully get a 3,000 subscriber this weekend. Please subscribe to Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Like and follow us on Facebook as well. Tell your friends to do so also. Semi-pro to pro action. Cook on the nose, 9. Wood in front of the 4. Holbrook on the mark. What else is new? Triangles to 4 middle, 7 left, 8 right. 100 through 7. Back at it again. He had a 141 last night in the first string, a 132nd, and a 133rd in the Massachusetts Bowling Association Team Championship match.
For a grand total of 401.
Cook spare. Another one. 99 in the ball through 8. Holbrook for 3 in a row. Missed left. 4 in the 8.
That's a swing. Back it goes the advantage to Marquardt Ford. Tim Cook getting it done with his 4th mark of the string.
Craig, nice 10. 110 through 8. Dave Barber, 57 through 6 on the left. Tyler O'Brien going for the turkey, the triple strike. The turkey hunters are next.
Some in Candlepin will refer to a turkey as 3 marks in a row simply, but 3 strikes in a row would be that much more exciting.
That'd be a 25-pound turkey, a triple strike.
Remember, these teams are talking to each other. They're probably just telling O'Brien, just hit your head pin, come what may. Strikes are no guarantee.
Right now, Coca-Cola's up by 18, but damage here. Marquardt Ford could get him back in front. A close string. Brian missed left. 5 in that first double strike box, 25 box. Barber on the right side, 6, 1, 2, 7, 8. Second ball on the strike. Oh. 18 the second double strike box. Barber, nice shot, spare. 67 the ball through 7. Second spare of the string. Had a spare 6 in the third after a 4 box in the second, courtesy of 2 half-whisters. O'Brien just missed for an 8. He goes from 57 through 4, 82 through 5, 100 through 6, 108 through 7. The power of the double strike.
However, Barber, by getting that mark, has now put the advantage back to Coca-Cola. 5 and 8. Was that enough at Phil on the double strike? It certainly gives Marquardt Ford a chance.
Coca-Cola's lead has dwindled to 7. O'Brien trying to get back in the mark column. Only the 7 pin. Big field for Barber. Dave, beautiful ball. The setback lead. We've seen a bunch of those already. 7 in the spare, 74-7.
Boy, this is another tight one, Paul. But hey, I got a couple more updates from down the road. Patriot Paving and Drywall Concepts in a virtual tie. Patriot Paving leading by 2 after 8. Underrated and overlooked 334. High Rollers 360. That's a 26-pin dip lead. We got Riverwalk leading by 37 over High Low Dispensary. And the Penny Lane Stars and Strike matchup is still tight. Penny Lane leading by 17 plus a ball through 6.5.
Thanks, Paulie. Dave, nice try. Won't go. Not the friendliest piece of wood. Brian trying to clean it up. 8 for the second box after a double strike. Funny game. 116-8, a fine string. Dave a 9, 83-8. Quick update from Greg Gouillart.
Although Barber technically made a risky shot on that setback, he knew that plank was always going to drive it back for 9, so it seemed fair to at least try and go off the tip of the wood after a lengthy consultation with his team.
Coca-Cola up by 15, 448-433, minus a ball. A virtual single-digit lead.
It seems as though many bowlers on the men's Worlds team, Lucky Strike, seem to love doing lengthy conferences like that, Dave Barber included.
YouTube coverage with Drew Steele and Duncan McDougall. Off to our right on lanes 15 and 16. We're on Facebook today.
Greatly appreciate having everyone on the team here today.
All hands on deck this weekend. Susie on the head pins. Clip wing eagle. He's at 71-6. Josh Daly 67-6. Not much better, a 4-2 split. Susie, the 2-3 bid, got the 2. Just be remarkable. Chopped out the 6, trying to get the 4 now. It's coming out of pinning here the way it's going, Greg. Susie, Big 10. 81-7. Daly a 7. 74-7. The lead is down to 12 right now, minus a ball for Coca-Cola, Team Holbrook.
And there's intrigue when you have competing splits like that. Susie gets one more good ball and picks up a 3-pin advantage there. And Marcotte Ford trying to claw this back, has a chance. They're within a mark.
Susie with a false start. Repeat, first down. 5-yard penalty. Moving back 5 yards.
I don't think the approach is that long, Paul.
I know. It's starting the rug. Start back here, we're streaming.
Some would. You can't by rule, of course, though.
We're just kidding. That's a football analogy for those who don't know football. Susie left side, 4-2 split. Daly overdue for a mark. Power 7, tough piece of wood. 5, 9, 10.
His crossover side with his left to right power ball. That's interesting wood. We'll get to that.
Susie, nice bid, won't go. 6, 9, 7, right to left.
Too much of a glancing blow, and it leaves the back rows.
Daly with the wood. No, won't go. Good try.
Seemed like such an awkward angle. I guess Daly was trying for a ball trampoline there. It just wasn't coming with the awkward angle.
Susie trying to get 2 and does for a 9. 90-8 for the Yanko Bowler. Daly gains a pin with a 10. 84-8. That means an update from Greg Gouillart.
Keep in mind what Paul said about the pinning right now, because once Marcotte Ford fills the spare, presumably decently, it could get cut down to single digits. Pinning is currently 10 in Coca-Cola Holbrook's favor. They've knocked down 10 more actual pins, and they lead by 13. So even though the marks technically favor Marcotte Ford by 1, it's actually the pinning that's giving Coca-Cola Holbrook the momentary advantage.
Amanda Carroll crossing over 7. Middle pin is the 3, left is the 5, the 10 in the right corner.
5th split of the string for Carroll. She's been on the head pin more than not.
47% of the time you hit the head pin in your first ball for Class A bowlers, it results in a spare or a strike. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way, though. Brody's a chance with 6 down, 4 to go. Amanda stomps the foot. I call it Amanda Carroll style. Perotti for a spare. Looks good. She got it. 84 on the ball through 9. Second spare in the last 3.
Perotti finds the way to carry the ball through, and that's a timely mark to put her team more firmly in the lead.
Amanda 10, 102 through 9. 2 marks to none. Favor Marquardt Ford from Western Massachusetts. A virtual tie with 6.5. The average spare fill, 8.3 for strikes. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network based on Class A bowlers.
That's right, and usually with 5 splits, your pinning starts suffering. Not Amanda Carroll. She's had 6 markless frames and still only lost 4 pins in those frames. As we see Steve Reno Sr. clearing a ball in the adjoining lane, he captains Harry's All-Stars, as in Harry Reno.
Candlepins of Cancer, again, sponsoring Mixed Worlds. Please help out by donating so we can help more bowlers and families going through cancer treatments. Another request today for somebody going through leukemia. Help the Lewiston Fund also. Amelia DeBurrow here also, the DeBurrow's daughter and granddaughter. Donations via Venmo. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Candlepins 4, cancer.com. And speaking of that, another 9 drop. Good things happen. I promote Candlepins for Cancer. Perotti in the bonus, only 2. Missed opportunity, 86 through 9. The lead is down to 9?
I show 11.
11, rather. That's right, it was 13, now it's 11. You're too quick, Greg. Amanda spare, her 4th one. 112 on the ball in the 10th. Perotti trying to bounce back nicely. Good try. 5, 9, 7 left. And now it's 1 mark apiece. Advantage Coca-Cola, Team Holbrook.
Perotti pins out for the 9.
95 string, 1 string match. 2024 Mixed World Team Tournament, Mixed Teams Tournament on Candlepin Bowling Network. We're on Facebook today, rebroadcast on YouTube. Bob Lee's broadcast with Duncan McDougall, Drew Steele on the call on the YouTube channel. 2-for-1 special. Here's Amanda Cal wrapping up her first. 112 on the ball.
Before I forget, Harry's and 24-7 on our adjoining lanes are in a virtual tie at this point. Thanks, Bob Lee.
Amanda 8, 120, opening string, no surprise for the future Hall of Famer. Representing the Big 20 in Route 1, Scarborough, Maine, Mike Walker's house. Shannon Scriven also bowls out there along with her longtime doubles partner, Amanda Carroll's doubles partner with 3 decades, Brooke Betteridge. Won the women's doubles event. They're the defending champions, September 7th, Exeter Lanes, Shooter Sports Pub, Exeter, New Hampshire. 8 box to go, Aaron Merrill, 96 through 8, left side 7, 139. Brendan LeMagdalene, 2 spares with nothing on them. They'll keep the lead. There's a lemon drop, $1, the Candlepins for Cancer.
Sorry to bump the table, folks.
Merrill won't go. LeMagdalene trying to bounce back. Nice bid, all but number 7.
Merrill pins out 10 and is up to 106 through 9.
Update from Kevin Burns.
That's the first lemon drop that I counted.
I saw one over here with a spare fill with a 5 over here.
No, I'm saying on our link.
Yep, Laura Doffler got a 5 off the teaser for $5. Brenda 10, 83 through 9, 7 blocks to go. 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, nothing for a loss. Match 1. Coca-Cola has the lead right now, up to 20.
Aaron Merrill's also been pinning well. 6 markless frames, only 3 pins left standing.
Not
3.
too bad. 1-3, wiggling 6-10, 4 horseman right. LeMagdalene could use a mark with a fill. 5. World record holder for ladies, 207. Glennis McKinley, 202. Merrill won't go. Nothing wrong with that shot. The Magdalene's made some great shots in a great career. Could you get this one? Too far right. Aaron 10, nice string, 116. The table says Amanda Carroll 120 and Aaron Merrill 116 from Maine. Western Mass, Marquardt Ford's Brenda LeMagdalene right on, 10. Disappointing, 93 string.
The women for Coca-Cola Holbrook, big winners against those of Marcotte Ford by about a combined 40 pins right there. There's a big reason. The team in pink have a 20-pin -1 lead.
And the bonus ball is for Tim Cook on the left for Marcotte Ford. 99 in the ball. Holbrook 110 through 8, 9. Double barrel wood in front of the 10. Cook 1, 2, 7, 10 on the bonus. In the Century Club, 5 over. Holbrook won't go. Wanted that one. No, didn't play it right.
Wanted to play further left on the wood, if I understand correctly.
Susie missed the head pin. Everything else went. Lead is down to 14 for Coca-Cola. No marks on the board for either side right now. Holbrook a 10. 120 through 9. Cook a 10 to match, 115 through 9.
And again, Holbrook has only left 1 pin left on the plate, has only missed 1 head pin.
Marcotte Ford, 2 marks behind, no marks on the board, 5 blocks to go. This one-string match. Match 1 of 7 today, 10 tomorrow, 6 Sunday, both 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time starts. On Candlepin Network, on YouTube and Facebook. Holbrook with a 4 horseman check mark.
I'll go with that. I've never seen that leave before.
Walt Bowden from Maine's in the house with a Candlepins for Cancer hat. Judy Bowden, Hall of Famer. 18 Maine State Championships. Oh, what a shot for a spare for Holbrook. Cook 4 horseman in the post.
Wired.
Craig 130 the ball again. That's the third time in the third string in a row overlapping last night's NBA State Championship win.
Kevin's giving me flack because I said I've never seen a 4 horseman in 2 before, but he used to bowl at Mason's where the leaves were crazy.
Susie trying to get to 125. Doinks it for 9. 124, fine string for Tim Cook.
No doubt among the bowlers that's a fair ball because the pin was hit in fair territory. So even though the ball dips into the channel after that, it made fair contact, so everything that happens after counts on the scoreboard.
Marcotte Ford's got to be encouraged. They really battled one of the top teams here in Coca-Cola. Team Holbrook. Beautiful ball. He gets 8. 138. First string for Craig Holbrook. First match string, I should say. So his last 4 strings going to last night's NBA State title. 141, 130, 130. Today a 138. That's 539, his last 4 strings overall, overlapping. Not too bad.
That's averaging almost a 135 if my math is correct.
Dave Barber, 5, 9, 10, left to right, 83 through 8 coming in. Double strike earlier, Tyler O'Brien could use one here. He gives 8, 9. Got to get this one, 4 blocks to go. They're down right now, 23. Barber for a spare at the wood, spins past the 5.
Maybe further left could have taken the 5, but that's a dastardly shot.
Not a Muttley shot, though. Dastardly and Muttley. Cartoon, missed chance there for O'Brien. Barber, nice pinning, 10, 93 through 9.
Well, it's going to be 3 frames left after this.
O'Brien, the Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third. Kevin, is there ever a good time for that shot?
It's a Paul Green special.
Only if you win the match, it's a good time to get it.
Hey, Paul, I had one of those last night.
Put a buck in. Candlepins for Cancer. Some do it. Barber, a beautiful ball. A banana split. Where's Casey McCool, our first one of the Mixed Worlds?
Brutal. Dave Barber finding the range, and that's with 3 splits, though.
O'Brien could use a strike on the crossover. Tough 2-1 split. 5, 9, 7 left.
More gettable than Barber's leave, though.
They might need a double strike to pull this off.
With O'Brien's ball, maybe. He's been throwing it well.
Barber, nice try. Just about.
Oh, it was hit. The 10 was hit, but it did not go.
What a bid on that.
Gets a giggle out of that one. Gotta have a good giggle here and there. Keep you loose.
This is a 9-pin. We don't round up. 9-pin, a popular Candlepin variant where 9 pins becomes 10, be it for a strike, spare, or 10.
Chris Winiarz to our right has a 121, a 111 of the ball through 9. O'Brien with the wood, won't go.
Interesting. Maybe lower down gives him more of a chance on that.
Dave, good pinning, another 10, 103. Deserved a lot better, first string. O'Brien. Oh, that's a tough Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. Put another dollar in, Tyler.
I had a feeling, just the way O'Brien was throwing, the mixes he was getting, I thought he should have shot at those pins directly.
A great string, 136.
But I'm the guy just with a microphone with the benefit of hindsight.
$2 to go, leads 23 for Coca-Cola. Double strike in order for Tim Soucy.
Programming note, folks, this string will be continuing after this match. We'll take a pause down. All the strings have to complete before we start the next one. That's the tournament. And then we will click on the audio again when we're ready to go with match 2 here on lanes 13 and 14.
Uh-oh, watch out. Big warning. Dave DePalma's in the house.
Daly's crossed over on this one. Got the 5 and 9 to go. 7-10. Coca-Cola just needs to protect this lead. Tim Soucy has a 3 and 2 split. Bad time for that.
Daly, nice try. Soucy needs to convert and get a double strike to have any chance. Great try. Oh, so close.
Wood spun behind. 3 and 1 is an incredible split. Unfortunately, the wrong one.
Daly a 9, 93 through 9. Amanda Carroll has a 120. Craig Holbrook a 138 for his team. Soucy a 10, 100 through 9. Final box of match 1.
Interestingly, 5 more head pins for Coca-Cola Holbrook, but 1 more so-called quality leave for Marcotte Ford. Actually,
Dave DePalma's in the house. How you doing, Dave? Daly 3-1 split. Soucy needs a double. Won't get it. Team Holbrook Coca-Cola survives the first 2 points. Daly, what a try. We're doing the curly shuffle, out of play. Must get removed.
Literally doing everything except hitting the 10. By the way, Daly had 6 splits in that, so this 103 or so that he's going to get completely underreps his elite bowling ability.
That's why you have a team. Soucy, spare. 110 on the ball.
Very solid out of Soucy. 8 for 10 on the head pin. He had 4 splits in his own right, but still comes up with a strike and 2 spares.
Kev, we get the Turkey Hunters coming up next, right? The Turkey Hunters, and who else?
Daly, I believe that should be fair.
Yep.
Nobody's going to split hairs over that anyway.
Kevin, who we got next? Turkey Hunters from Canada. Who else we got?
Academy League.
That's right. Next on Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook today. Rebroadcast on YouTube.
Remember, folks, stay tuned. And one favor, folks, if you could please like the stream, maybe share it as well so that people get the word out that we're on YouTube and Facebook today on Candlepin Bowling Network. Matches all day today, 7 matches in all, including the one just completing now.
Soucy wraps it up for Marcotte Ford with 8, make it 9. 119, first string.
That's momentum for the next one.
All right, let's give it running totals for all the scores for all the bowlers, Greg, and update the marks, what they had.
You betcha. Here we are, full scoreboard. After all that, it's a 13-pin victory. That is confirmed as official for Coca-Cola Holbrook, so they will take 2 match points in the standings, as will all the other 11 winners in the standings.
Mixed World sponsored by Candlepin for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. Donations via Venmo, 24/7 Candlepins, number 4, cancer.com. Stop by Academy Lanes or Venmo Nate Lees on Facebook Messenger. $5 a ticket for a brand new set. Your color, your size, whatever you want to get. Free courtesy of the DeBurrows here at Academy Lanes, Pub 125 Haverhill, Mass. Drawing Sunday afternoon.
By the way, there was 16 marks on each side, technically 17 for Marcotte Ford since Tyler O'Brien had that double strike. Pinning was the literal pins knocked down. Coca-Cola knocked down 11 more pins and won by 13, so pinning was most of that 13-pin lead.
Thanks for watching this unbelievable great game of Candlepin Bowling. I'm Paul Grant along with Kevin Burns, Greg Gouillart. Stay tuned. We'll keep you live. We'll pause the audio now for our second match today of 7. Don't forget 9 a.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, 10 strings tomorrow, 9 a.m. Sunday, the final 6 strings. The 2024 Mixed Worlds on Candlepin Bowling Network.
We'll be right back. Next match should start soon. And welcome back, everybody. Match number 2 is about to get started here. Glenn Pinsent on the right side for Team Turkey Hunters, and on the left, Team Academy Lanes with Kat Gamble. Strike for Pinsent to begin.
Great start. Katrina Campbell for Academy Lanes from Canada. Canadian team on the right, rather. Katrina Campbell trying to get the 4-7-10. Nice shot, 8. Another ball to go. Katrina, let's see if the calls are good. I think it's good. Hit the pin first, I believe, which is, so it's a 9. Must hit the pin before the wood in the channel, so officially a 9. The bowlers do call it. We just announced it.
This is match number 2 of 7 today here on Candlepin Bowling Network. My name is Greg Gouillart alongside Paul Grant on the call, and we are live from Academy Lanes in Haverhill, Massachusetts. 24 teams, 23 round-robin matches. Paul?
And Pub 125. Check out the brand new Pub 125 in its second year. It's gorgeous looking, full bar, great pub food, high-quality food as well. Glenn Pinsent on a strike, 6.
I'll get the scoreboard up in just a moment, folks.
Katrina crossing over, left side of the head pin for right-hander. 3-9 half Worcester corner post. Look at that wood, a lumber yard. Pinsent missed everything, 6 in the strike, 16 through 1. The second match today of 7, 10 tomorrow, 6 on Sunday, both starting at 9 a.m. Campbell just missed the object pin by a smidge, the 3.
Tough break there. You usually want at least 8 on those strike fills, but 6 is good, and pins here for Glenn would help out.
Glenn takes 3 for 9, 25 through 2. One string match.
Solid pair of boxes all told.
Katrina Campbell, 8, 17 through 2. Early 8-pin lead for the Turkey Hunters. Alicia Callie just had a 110 in the first string. Lynn Thompson on the comeback trail on the right. Off to the left, just 2. They all have the wrong names in their shirts. They do it on purpose. They mess us up, Greg. You want the names in the shirts, they're still messing us up. Alicia 2 in the 5, 3 in the 5, make it 3-5. Lynn got away. What a competitor she is. Alicia Callie, always in the running. Great lady. Nice shot, spare. Always in the running, 10 in the ball. Thompson takes a 6. She's from Weymouth, Massachusetts. High single 186, high triple 480. High 10, 1291, even 2400 for high 20. Multiple time runner-up in the WCBC Pro Tour Bowl of the Year. Check mark plus the 7. Alicia Callie on a spare, beautiful ball. It is going to be 6, make it 7. 3, 6 leans right. 7 left, 17 through 1. Thompson, good bid on the object, won't go. Alicia, Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Massachusetts, bowls the Sunday once a month league. Extra Lane Shooter Sports Club, ex-New Hampshire, gave it a try.
Didn't want to place it there. She wanted to be more on the broad side of the wood, if I had to guess by her body language.
Lynn Thompson takes a 9, 15 through 2. Alicia, good pinning, 10, 27 through 2. Her son Frankie, a great sports player. Just a great lady. A lot of fun, too. Always smiling, always very encouraging, always had something good to say. Great role model, 27 through 2. Greg. Cheryl Yeaton. Cheryl Yeaton. Cheryl the CH. Husband Paul here with his son. Corey Packard, last night's runner-up in the Massachusetts Bowling Association team tournament. Team was down 67, going to the final swing, cut the 2 down the stretch. Before Craig Holbrook went nuts. Cheryl, good bid. This is Cheryl Nealon here also out of Leader Lanes, National New Hampshire. This is Cheryl Packard. 3-6. The 6 goes down. 3 right, 4-7 left. YEA, DON Yeaton takes a 9. Corey Packard trying to pick this up somehow. Takes the short 2 for 9. Almost got the 10. Each the 9 to start. Ooh.
Sorry, folks. I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. 4-pin advantage early for Academy Lanes.
One string match. This is match 2 of 23 over the weekend.
Paul, just a caution not to drop the headset for our folks.
Oh, sorry. I didn't slam dunk it though. It was a lay down. Packard, pocket shot for a strike. It goes. 19 plus 2 through 2. Cheryl right side, 1, 2, 4. Trying to get a 10 to 19 through 2. Dave DePalmer visiting here in the house. Dealing with cerebral palsy his whole life. Great guy. Big supporter of Candlepin Bowling Network. Cheryl at 10, 19 through 2. The Turkey Hunters on the right, Academy Lanes on the left. Captain Mike Michichi started the streaming era with Frank DeLuca. DeLuca's got the deals. He credits Frank DeLuca for most of the work. Frank, the creator of the Wild Shirts, going away. Tom Ulster in the house.
He bowled in this tournament a couple of years ago.
We're going to talk to the great Tom Ulster here in just a moment. Glenn Murphy, Nick Norcross. Hall of Famer Tom Ulster, what a pleasure to have you again.
Oh, thank you.
So, just only a Hall of Famer and a Channel 5 genius and President's Cup winner.
A long time ago.
Yeah, seems like yesterday, doesn't it, though?
A long time ago.
All right, now I'm going to put the pressure. I'm going to do a Candlepin for Cancer fundraising event. We want you and Gary Carrington involved, Craig Holbrook and Peter Flynn, but that's the plan for charity. Hope to see you there. No pressure.
Yeah, no
We
problem.
may have to kidnap you and tie you up to get you to go, drug you, right, to get you to go.
We'll get the cobwebs off the bowling shoes and try it again.
Tom, you could come out of a coma and still bowl great.
We try.
You bowled the Mixed Worlds 2 years ago and did pretty good too.
Sorry to interrupt. Nick Norcross
now
just
I
made a
come
great
to-
3-1.
Okay.
The cycle is going around. Now I come and I watch my grandsons bowl.
He bowled great last night. He had 10 head finishes in that last string in the NBA runner-up title last night. He was terrific overall. He had one bad string. He bowled really well overall. And he just has a great presence on the lanes. But boy, you're a class act. The way you conduct yourself, like Stacia Zernicke, on and off the lanes. The relaunch of your book, Lunch with Tommy and Stacia, is going to be tomorrow at 4 o'clock with Mike Warren. So.
Not proud of Aaron. Aaron's doing really good, and now Nate's back into bowling. So I've got one bowling down at this end of the lanes and one at the other end. So running back and forth, watching them bowl. It's a different scenario.
Other than being in the Hall of Fame, name 2 or 3 of your greatest accomplishments in Candlepin bowling. We're here with Tom Ulster. Any things you're proud of in Candlepin bowling you want to share?
I don't know. The thing I really liked about bowling the best is the people I met. Everybody was nice. I've met so many nice people bowling.
Yeah. One question. Aaron, your grandson Aaron has such a similar delivery to yours with that balanced hand jutting out and everything. Did you teach him that, or is he just, because he admires your bowling style so much, did he just want to emulate it that much?
He watched me so much when he was a kid. It was unbelievable. And I think that's where he picked it all up. I mean, all he did when he was young was watch bowling. It was crazy.
He's probably your biggest fan in addition to being your grandson, too.
Yes, he's my biggest fan.
He's very classy like yourself. Not as classy as you.
Thank you.
No one can touch you class, right?
He's very classy.
Yeah, he is. Great guy.
Very proud of him.
Any advice? I ask this question all the time when I talk to you. The young bowlers, especially young ones who get discouraged when they throw a bad box or a bad string. I know the answer. Advice for the young bowlers who don't know you, Tom Ulster.
Throw a bad box, forget about it. Start all over again to the next box. You worry about it, and you hound on it, you'll just keep on throwing bad boxes. Just got to forget about it and let it go. And
I was covering a Class C ball at the Atlantic Candlepin Single Store. Mark Van Heineken, he's in his 60s. He threw 76% in 5 strings in the head pin, and you threw 78% on channel 5 on the head pin. I mean, you had 40% splits, 40%, 4 of your 10 balls, each box was split 40% of the time, but you always just turned around and threw your ball. You didn't get rattled, discouraged.
no, it's the way I bowled. Just sometimes I wish I bowled a little slower, but I just kept on going. I was fortunate, I was accurate, and it worked out.
All right, talk to the great Tom Ulster. Quick update from Greg Gouillart first.
Thanks so much, Paul. After 2 boxes here, let's take a look at the scoreboard here. I have it as 110 to 96. That's confirmed. 2 marks to 1 right now, so Turkey Hunter's still within single figures right here. And it's 3 marks to 3, essentially.
Do you want to try some play-by-play?
It's up to you.
Play-by-play, huh?
Yeah, you want to try it?
I'll leave that to the pros.
You are a pro. No pressure.
No. There was no pressure on the lanes. This is pressure.
All right, we'll go to Greg Gouillart then. Thank you, Tom Ulster, for stopping by.
Well,
Treat
thanks
to
for
always
having
see you.
me. It's nice seeing you, and thanks for all the work you guys are doing with all of this. I like watching it. I got on the
Oh, I do have one question to ask you,
computer
though.
and watch all this bowling. It's nice to watch.
If you had the lemon drop pool in your day on TV, the 4-pin or the 6-pin, your first ball, how much would you owe Candlepins for Cancer?
I'd still be working.
There's a bucket here, Tom. If you feel guilty, there's a bucket here, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Tom. Great guy. Class act all the way. Thank you, Tom Ulster. Greg.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to have T with us here. Currently residing out of Florida primarily.
Greg Gouillart with the play-by-play.
Campbell now 25 through 3. She's had a couple of splits right here. That's really the only reason she's underwater. This time she's got a more makeable leave here with the 4 horsemen.
And Kevin Burns with the commentary. I'll take a little break per orders of Bob Lee to
Sounds
save
good.
my voice.
Sounds good. So that takes out Bob's mic as it should. And 4 horsemen each side. Gamble gets it. Yes. Go ahead, Kevin. You can take that right there. Sorry, I got distracted at that critical moment there. Campbell didn't quite make it over to the 10-pin. Benson has a chance. His try. Has the ball to dig into that 1-2 pocket, but did not, unfortunately. Oop. There we go. Now the mic's back.
Throw the head pin straight back on that, Greg.
We'll chop out there. Campbell will take 9, still looking for her first 10 box. Though again, the splits have set that back there. And a 4-7 taken out for a 9 box. Now over to Alicia Callie. I had it down as Lynn McClellan. Let me just confirm that that's indeed correct.
Alicia Callie just threw a bomb.
Did she ever? That's her 3rd head pin hit. And off to a rip-roaring start here after that spare 7 and 10 box. But for the split, she'd have 3 marks already. McClellan missed just to the right. Now, there's the 10 box, 3rd time around. I'm getting indications I have the wrong name, but I very clearly see a McClellan on the back of that shirt. I apologize, folks, if I'm butchering a name here, but...
No, you're not, because
Now, Lynn Thompson bowls on Coca-Cola. That may have been the confusion. Again, apologies, folks. We're doing the best we can with the information we have. Callie still needs a 2nd ball in this strike here. Took out just a 7-pin on the first time. Academy Lane's a big top finisher last year. Bud Light 3.0 are the defending champions of this event. That takes out more. Alicia will be a bit disappointed not to get more than 7, but still growing the advantage for Team Academy Lanes. Although Team Turkey Hunters 4 and 5 still have extra marks.
Here's Bobley with the standings.
I have a spare.
You want me to go? All right. So
Oh, McClellan almost got that split, Bob.
Greg, I'm just going to read you the standings right now. Basically, I'm going to tell you the winners. Huff Power Sports. They threw the high set with a 589. You saw Coca-Cola Holbrook over here. They threw a 580. JD Seamless Gutters, that's Calvin Locke's team, won. Over to our right, 24/7 upset Harry's All-Stars. They had a win. Window Source, Aaron Fontaine and company, they won. The Window Source won. Stars and Strikes held out and defeated Penny Lane. So they were the victors, Stars and Strikes. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. You can click that mic if you're done using it.
Other winners were PC Enterprises, Bud Light, Academy Lanes, Riverwalk, the High Rollers, and Drywall Concepts. Everybody else lost in the first round, and you can get those results on the Academy Lanes website.
Thank you very much. We'll try and get that link in chat at some point if we can as well. Packard and Norcross are having a conference here on this 2-1 split. Wood looks very deep, almost touching the 4-pin, and on the right side is diagonally frozen to the wall. It did a somersault. Packard was close on that. Didn't quite go. Cheryl Yaden still pinning this out. Packard gets 10 on that one. So a 9 fill and a 10 box. Yaden pins out for 8. A remark there, you'll see McClellan's last box was scored as a 9. It hit the pin in the channel first, and that's why it was scored accordingly. 32 pins up already for Academy Lanes, though Turkey Hunters has the additional mark.
The high single was Chris Winiard.
Packard on a strike. Gets the wood very vertical. It is touching the 5, so maybe he can leverage it. Cheryl gets next to nothing. Yaden's looking at the 6, 7, 9. The wood isn't impossible, though. Well, if it will stick around, that is. Look how it rolls right back, though. And 4th. We'll wait on that. Packard will likely want to play on the left side wood here. The wood in front of the 610 is very unlikely to work out, as it's just too flat and would probably drive out just the 2 pins. His try. He does play the left side wood, gets up very high on it, which probably caused it to spin towards the curtain. Yaden's try gets nothing on the wood, unlucky there, but still will have a chance for 9. So Packard got 8 on that strike fill, excuse me, no, not on a strike fill, I beg your pardon. That's 10. Well pinned out on the setback leave. Yaden has to try this on the 2-pinner. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. It'll be a 7 box. Batting for the cycle, essentially. A 7, 8, 9, and 10. Second match today here at Academy Lanes, Haverhill, Massachusetts. Out of 7 today, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Joining action in lanes 15 and 16 being covered by predominantly Drew Steele and Duncan McDougall at this time. Nick Norcross for Academy Lanes, and Glenn Murphy, the captain, co-captain with Ange Paquette of the Turkey Hunters. Norcross gets 8. He's 3 for 3 on the head pin so far. Generally similar head pin accuracy here. Murphy gets a 9 drop. So it cuts it down to 26. Can Norcross pick the 2-pinner? Yes, he does. Off the wall, it counts all the same. 38 on a ball. Murphy, he's listed as an over 120. That's the skill in action. He gets a spare. Great to see you all here in chat. Thank you very much, Nico, for posting the standings in chat. Great to see Ian and all in chat here. We're watching it infrequently. The refresh rate on this thing is a little buggy right now, but such is live streaming. You never know what's going to work on any given day, despite all your best efforts. A 5 drop for Norcross. Murphy takes out 6. He's got double. He's got a double-double.
So, Greg, real quick, I just want to point out, Chris Winiarz went 140. Craig Holbrook, who we saw last string, threw a 138. Richard Beveridge and Tyler O'Brien tied at 136 for their first string.
There we go. There are high single pools in effect in addition to triple and four-bagger pools. Murphy gets his third consecutive mark and is getting it done for turkey hunters right now.
And speaking of bonus money, should I even mention it to Al if he's watching?
Well, it's a good time to mention it because Nick Norcross is pin perfect right now, as is Alicia Callie, and both of them are eligible for a $100 perfect string jackpot.
From what I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody throws a 200 string in the men, it's automatically $100.
$200, in fact.
Oh,
200 is 200.
yeah, true.
And
the ladies, if they throw a 175 or higher, they also qualify for bonus money as well.
same $200.
And best part is, Al Johnson doesn't have to pay for it.
Excellent. Leach gets that spare. Brown got a 6-fill, excuse me, on that one. Almost cuts it over the 4.57 with the wood. Played it left side and got the helicopter over. It didn't work out.
Now, I do want to mention one thing. Last year, this tournament was at Lita. Nick Leach in one string threw a 191, which is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it was one of the highest scores.
I believe it was the high single that year.
It was last year.
That's right.
And next year, I believe this tournament is going to be held at Botwell's.
That's right. It was going to be about Wells in Concord, New Hampshire this year, but due to New Hampshire auto racing, hotels were filling up about this time. It just wasn't the right time. So the captains of all 24 teams revoted and elected to have it here at Academy Lanes like it was 2 years ago. Leach gets a 7-fill on his spare and has a chance for another. Leach on championship winning Central 3. He gets another spare, as was Norcross. Packard had substituted for the team as well. Similar insignia. Mike Machichi, captain of this team. And that is a $10 for Brown to bring Mike Brown up to 44. Here's the standings after 4 boxes in this game. 27 pins and 1 mark right here. Currently, Glenn Murphy with those 3 marks trying to get Turkey Hunters to stay in the game right here, firing basically on all cylinders. But for Katrina Campbell, who's only really getting unlucky with a couple of splits right here. Glenn Pinsent right side, 5 pins out. Campbell got the head pin, 7-pin as Wood going in front of it, and that may complicate things, though it does seem to be rolling somewhat out of the way and now back in front. We'll check on that first pin set. He's got Wood back in the 4 horsemen and 8 and doesn't get it to go.
I don't like the word on Katrina's. I think it's, yeah, that's exactly
interesting. 7 was tapped, though, but it will not go.
That's exactly what I thought what was going to happen. I thought that the wood was too far out in front.
Likely it would have been a better had she gone to the left side wood, and that's probably what she was aiming for in any event. Gets the $10.
I said it before. It happens.
She does.
The wood can be your friend or it can be your enemy.
And she does pick up 2 pins against Glenn.
Academy wins with a 29-pin lead. Oh, there's a women's up.
Just the 4-pin out. Don't tell Paul.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Paul's going to watch this later, and he's going to be going out to people tomorrow.
He has his ways, his dogged collection efforts. Campbell again splits for the 3rd time. She's been on the head pin most of the time.
It was Casey McCool because that's a banana split.
There we are.
Well, Casey's always hungry, too.
This can go for Pinson right near. Basically needs to throw a strike ball. He almost did. 7-pin is all that stands. Campbell trying to leverage that left side wood. We'll see the call on this one.
To me, that looked like no good.
If it drops into the channel first and the ball departing the lane surface, a commonly misunderstood definition, it'll be called foul. But again, our cameras are not meant for instant replay here. They have been used in a World's Grievance before. Go ahead, Kevin.
They did count that as a foul, so that is a 6 box.
Okay. I thought I saw her shake her head. Bowler's call, good sportsmanship as ever from the entire bowling community.
There's a lot of rules that need more definitions on it. I mean, the lob line, stuff like that. A lot of it is being talks.
It's a good point you bring up because the International Candlepin Bowling Association currently has the rule book right here as Alicia Calley and Lynn McClellan step up. But now with the Candlepin Bowlers Association, they may have certain opinions on certain playing regulations, and it'll be interesting to see if certain rules are better defined here.
I was talking to Barbara about that. I mean, I'm happy that they did finally start doing something like that.
Dave being the president of the CBA, Callie Spare.
So, I mean, I'm trying to get to be a part of that, just like I'm part of almost every forum in the game. It's almost important to have not only low average professionals take care of, be part of that. I mean, it's the next step. Now, before Paul Grant asks me who we're seeing next, I will do that in a second.
McClellan spills it out when she turns around. She's going to be thrilled with what she sees. Head pin not first. She gets the strike.
And a 3 fill for Alicia Calley. Next, Greg, we are going to be seeing teams.
I don't think she's turned around still. Doesn't care to look.
No, she's just talking to whoever, and
Glenn Pinsett.
Well, just missed the object pin.
Significant swing here as Turkey Hunters trying to get back in this match.
So next we are seeing Team 3 and Team 8. And Team 8, believe it or not, is Pub 125 Academy Lanes. And Team 3 is 24/7.
The upset victors over Harry's All-Stars, as Bob mentioned earlier.
You know what I'm really, really happy about? This year, my job is so much easier than last year. Last year, I had to use a pad of paper just to keep track of scores. But this year, they actually made us a folder with everything.
That was Amy Doobie's doing. Very grateful to her for all the information here.
I'm going to send her a nice message on Facebook later saying to her, thank you very much. You made my job this year 110% easier.
Cheryl Yaden less thankful for that split there, 4 and 5. She's pinning at it as best as she can here. Packard has a better chance despite missing the head pin with the 1-3-6. His try ran it down perfectly. It's interesting, Packard's ball. I believe he's trying to basically curl into the 1-2 pocket most of the time with his ball. It's sort of the mirror image of Craig Holbrook's ball where it sort of is trying to hit the pocket but tail away from it at the same time.
But here's something funny. You had the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed from the New Hampshire states on the same team.
Gerald splits yet again, 4 straight for Yaden. 3-1 split this time. Packard's got a 3-1-2. But gets a 6 fill and the chance again to count higher. Brutal game sometimes. These pins are so difficult to drop. Here's Yaden. Giving it a try, has the wood there. It would have been very vertical and way out in front. We may see it on the 3rd ball, but I think it was deflecting away, all told. Packard's try on the 2-4, cuts behind, so no mark either side. Academy Lanes loving the status quo at the moment here. The wood was swiveling in front, but it didn't go for Cheryl. Yaden gets a 9 box and is a 52 half. 52 through 6, excuse me. Packard gets 9. Checking in here, so Nick Norcross is the only one eligible for pin perfection at the current moment. He's the only one who hasn't left a pin standing, in which case he would collect $100 from Candlepins for Cancer. He's on 53 through 4.
And he's up at the line right now.
Glenn Murphy, the captain, meanwhile, 3 straight marks. This ball gets away, but with the sheer power and angle, gets 9 and almost backdoored it like McClellan did.
An opportunity for 4 in a row. Norcross in the pocket, drops 7, 8. Ooh.
Yeah, the cap stopped short of that 10, didn't it?
8, 10.
That's right. Got it. 4 consecutive. Nico's already put that link to chat. You can check out the standings here. We'll do our best to apprise you as the day goes on. Norcross only got 1 out there. Still looking for pin perfection, but he'll need to navigate against wood to get it. And he's got the cap in the way and everything. It's so easy for the ball to deflect, but he carves through perfectly.
And he's so perfect.
Pin perfect, 63 half.
You know, I can say one thing. Nico, yeah, he's part of our staff, but he's working remotely, which is a big help for us.
Come on, he's only in Missouri. How far can it be?
You know, we could have chipped in and paid for a plane ticket and get him up here.
Wouldn't that be nice? We're a small, humble broadcasting outfit, in fairness. Murphy gets an 8 and finally facing some adversity here, even though he's all over the head pin. Norcross also...
Norcross is going to have to work for it. Murphy's going to have to work for it.
Some slice this would be if Murphy can manage it, and he hits the 5 pin in the face. Good accuracy.
There goes the streak.
Norcross got the 3 pins. Here it comes, the one
right
behind the 6.
Went right behind it. I thought, if he's so, I mean, it's a 6 pin. I mean, if it's right in the face, it's so perfect.
Candlepins for Cancer Cash still on the line and still alive. Norcross is 10. No pins left standing through 6. That applies to any of the lanes, I do believe. Perfect strings are quite rare. It was quite incredible to see the Micah Imperato stats for the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour, and there were only, if I recall that correctly, a dozen game among the entire 18-week schedule among all 4 classes. You can check out all that action on the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour Facebook page for live streams and YouTube as well for the archive. Leach is filling a spare. He's got 7. Brown, 2 and 2 split.
In the finals for the ASCT is on June 30th, starting at 10 o'clock.
ACST.
Yeah. Starting at 10 o'clock, Class D all the way down to Class A.
That's June 30th, folks.
Mark your calendars. It's going to be an awesome day.
And from Harvard Lanes, fantastic refurbishment of that lane. You'll love to see it.
Jeff Lowe's going to be there. I'll be there. Paul Grant will be there. It's going to be broadcast by our sister station, if you will, Candlepin Corner.
Each pins out. No affiliation with the Candlepin Bowling Network, but we always support each other as Candlepin content creators. In addition to all the TikTok streams out there as well, we'll try to mention them, especially as they come across our lanes as well. Brown luckless there. Leach did gain 3 pins in that last box there, so even split versus split, some intrigue there as Academy Lanes continuing to pad their lead.
You have the 710 with a plank, and you have a Christmas tree, which is what that's called, that Nick Leach has.
Oh.
Oh, nice pin.
I've never heard it called that.
It's a 10-pin term. Don't get me going. I learned when Wamiset first opened, a lot of the names of certain shots came out.
I'm not allergic to 10-pin vocabulary for what it's worth.
I, however, am because I despise 10-pin.
Well, welcome to this real show of bowling here. 343 to 313. 30-pin advantage, minus a strike that McClellan had.
That's the difference for right now.
Yep. And pinning is 15 in Academy Lane's favor, so they're getting 15 extra bonus pins and 15 in the pinning department as well. And remember, Norcross could still make $100 if he can get all the pins down.
We're saying that softly because it's right here in front of us.
And you don't want to. I don't believe in jinxes, but I also believe in not putting the kibosh on the bowler right to their face. That is 8 down for Campbell. That leaning jowler there, that leaning pin, counts all the same. So 2 pins. Pinson has the 1, 2, 7, 8, 10.
And she went after the down pin.
Now there's no question about it. Pinson's try. Got on the head pin, gets it down. 5 pins becomes nothing. As Glenn gets on the range. Immediate 2-pin pickup as well.
Now, I don't know Karina that well, but to me, I think she's struggling.
She's having a tough go of it, although her head pin accuracy is 4 for 7 right now and has had 3 splits as well. So part of it is just the pins not liking the lack of power, even though accuracy should win out in the end.
Her follow through is fine. It's just that she just can't find the range. To me, her ball's tealing from right to left.
Never know when it might be needed, especially with Turkey Hunter still bearing down. Pinson racks up 9. Out comes the radar gun right now.
I was going to say, you didn't forget the batteries for it, right?
This time I have them.
Good, so this time you won't lose your job.
Yay! Pinson's try, 5-pin, got it. Back to back, 19 and another.
Now, of course, Greg, you know I say that with love because the last time you and I worked together, it was at the Pro Series Finals.
17 pins, that was a lot of fun as well. That was at Lita Lanes as well, if I recall correctly. A couple of times, in fact. 17 pins, but now with all these marks stacking up, 2 from Pinson.
Now you're kind of favoring the lead change a little bit, going from Academy to Turkey Hunters with those 2 marks.
We have a close match here.
It's going to get tight.
It's Lynn McClellan's Strikeville that's going to make a big difference. Callie has 3 marks already, just not on one at the current moment. She gets out 5. McClellan gets head pin. Diamond, and the pin is in there almost like a powder keg if it can explode. She just needs to get on the object.
If this shot does not go, then there's something wrong.
Callie.
Horseman goes. Diamond. Wow.
But got 9 on the strike fill, so that was significant. But Callie responding. We'll see how many she can load up.
There's the 10. Now, I want to ask you, are we expecting Al Johnson here tomorrow?
I'm not sure if he'll actually be present here. I mean, he can watch online just like you folks can on Candlepin Bowling Network, Facebook, and YouTube, remember, for the other stream as well. I don't expect him to be there. Oftentimes his work schedule, which actually is more of an evening gig as well, makes it harder as well because he can't stay. But maybe he'll pop by. Who knows?
Well, I know Mike Warren is going to be here tomorrow.
New copies of Lunch with Tommy and Stacia. Looking forward to seeing that.
And we just had Tommy Oser on a little while ago. I mean, it's always a treat to see the legend. And also a big congratulations to Gary Carrington for getting nominated to the Nice Hall of Fame class.
Matter of time. It was a bit of back and forth. I mean, his resume was obvious Hall of Fame caliber. It was just a matter of will and desire to fill out the paperwork to get that done. But now, at long last, I believe it was Tony Marie Baldinelli's insistence in part as well, helping get that arranged. It'll be great to see him inducted at last in the ICBA Hall of Fame. Checking the scores here, we have it correct, 381 to 371. So again, it's effectively single digits when you consider that Glenn Pinson has the hanging mark, the open mark.
And Corey Packard is up.
Canadian squad, Turkey Hunters. Academy Lanes, of course, Academy Lanes here out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. There's another team going by Pub 125 Academy Lanes, so be careful to look at your programs carefully, or on the Academy Lanes website for more information, link in the comments.
And we are going to see Academy Lanes the Pub Academy Lanes next.
Interestingly, the luck is reversed for these two. Now it's Packard hitting the headpin and getting the split, and Yaden washing out 8 and getting a leave, especially with the guardrail behind. And he doesn't take advantage, almost there, but needed to get the headpin to get it to go. Wood wasn't frozen either.
10-6. That was a double reverse lemon drop.
How about that? 9 each.
Still a 10-pin lead in favor of Academy, but it is in single digits. I have no idea who Casey McClure is talking about.
No, he might be right about one of the rosters. I can't see the lineups that well from here. I do see a Jeff on the scoreboard, so it's plausible.
Oh, okay, that's for Academy 3.
9 drop for Yaden here as Turkey Hunters are still very, very close to getting back in this. On paper, Academy Lanes should be taking this matchup here, but it is not dominant at all. Although Packard put a good bid on that, it's just not going. 2-1 again foils him.
I was talking to Bob Lee on Tuesday. We were covering that ASTD match at Lita, and he said that if you want to talk about a stacked team this year, it was actually Coca-Cola and Holbrook, because you have Lynn Thompson, who's averaging 109. You have Craig Holbrook, Hall of Famer, Amanda Cow.
Right.
I mean, that team is the team to beat, in my opinion, this year.
And Lynn Thompson historically higher as well. Who knows if she finds that higher gear during the course of the weekend.
I was actually talking to her before we came on the air, and she said to me, it's her first time back in like almost since 2008. I went pro in 2009, so I just missed bowling with her by a year.
That's headpin. That's a strike. Norcross again pin perfect with a strike.
I'm not going to say I don't want to chase the kid.
Wipe out. Well, as long as he doesn't hear you, it's fine. Commentators have to be able to do the job. I firmly believe that. Murphy has a chance here. He's been hot. Already a 4-mark chain. He broke it up only last box. 1-8. Wood behind.
I don't want to say this, but we are going to see Candlepin's favorite poem writer, Josh Rio, next. And we are also going to see Tim Douglas. We're going to see Winnie Arts, Faye Sawyer, Allie Atwell. So Team 24/7 is next.
$10 for Murphy, but for that $8, he would be on a perfect string as well. Excuse me, let me put that strike up quickly for Norcross. I didn't get the chance to. That's how the score should read, 83-2 through 7. 409 to 400, that's confirmed. It's 9 pins. Norcross with a chance.
Rio just made a nice shot.
See, Norcross on a strike, trying to double this up. It's close. Wood is swiveling around, and it's right in front of the 4. Will not go.
I do want to mention Nick does have a 205 string this year. He did that at 1710 in the Pro Series.
It was caught just off camera, agonizingly.
Oh, he's still perfect. Still perfect. 103 plus a ball at the 8.
Simply incredible.
Oh, come on.
8-pin tumbles in front of the 7.
Oh, come on.
Murphy denied cruelly.
Oh, come on.
He ends up with 10 all the same. And has a 110.
In the words of Steve Brunchuk, how does that happen? You play the wood.
Oh, people. 429 to 410. This is Nick Leach for Academy Lanes, 4-8.
2 marks to 1.
Mike Brown with the 1-2-5-8-9. Leach misses an opportunity here. Can Brown take advantage? Carve through the head pin. It was a good full shot. That's about the one he wanted there. 8-pin was deserted.
That one got away from him. Got away from him again.
Second time round, that's 10 cleaned up. So Brown does pick up 2 pins right here. That could matter because, again, it's an effective single-digit margin. The spares are filled the same here. Vincent Yaden on one side and Norcross on the other. Here's Leach again, 4 horsemen in the 9 pin. 4 and 2 out for Brown, but it is makeable if he gets the angle just right. Match 2 of 7 today. This stream will be going almost nonstop. That's gone. Leach gets the spare.
That's a backdoor Caleri almost.
Brown will need it on the 3rd ball. Keeping an eye on my runtime here, but as long as we don't run up against Facebook's 8-hour limit, we'll try and keep the stream ongoing. Worst case scenario, we'll have to throw you all out briefly and come back on the air, but that's not right now. A 7-box for Brown, and we go back to the top of the order.
And this is where it's going to get tough for me because I got to do broadcasting and I got to keep track and put the scores in the book.
Working from 9 till 5, and however later, 20 pins up right now, 2 marks apiece. Academy Lanes with the momentary advantage. Benton puts 7 on his. Campbell with the 1-8-10.
And no wood.
Excuse me, Vincent's not on a mark. Yes, he is. I had it correct, and then I didn't mark it correctly. There we are. That's how it should read. 4-4-7 to 4-3-4, and still a spare hanging here. And 2 spares. Thank you, folks, for bearing with me on this one. It is 13 pins plus a bonus ball now. All you see here is correct.
Now, I do want to mention that, you know how Casey was asking if it's Jeff Champagne on the right-hand side? It's actually
in chat, yep.
It's actually Jeff Walsh.
Ah.
The newlywed.
Congratulations to he and Jill on that. What a wonderful occasion.
Even Jill's bowling this summer as well.
Pinson takes out the 4 horsemen, and leaves the 4 horsemen in 8, excuse me. Gamble's try, mixing pins in the back. Now, is this wood settling in a way that's going to help out? Well, there's a lot of it. I'm worried it's more deflecting.
There's one I do not like, and it's right up against one right behind the head pin. I don't like that angle of that wood.
Four horsemen run, but not the inner pin for Pinson. Campbell on the head pin, gone! And gets her due at last, gets the spare. 83 in a ball. Big for Academy Lanes. Even when a struggle string, a timely mark, it's never too late. 9-boxer Glenn concludes a nice 3-mark 115. Good pinning as well. Katrina will try and add to this 12-pin advantage for Academy Lanes. They have the extra mark as well. Here comes that bonus ball. On the way, grabs a piece of the 4-pin. It's going to be a whirling dervish back there, and it's going to grab 6.
Yeah.
Ending up with 89.
Yep.
The next one, what is it?
Now over to Alicia Callie and Lynn McClellan. 18-pin advantage for Academy Lanes. And one extra mark.
Greg, next match, we're going to have 24-7. Next match, Greg, 24-7 takes on Pub 125 Academy Lanes. Next on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Right here on this stream. The stream will not disconnect after this match, so stay tuned here. We'll just cut the audio once we're all done here, and we'll plunge right into this next match, depending on when everyone else gets completed, which did not take that long at all. Alicia Callie has the 1-6-10. Lynn McClellan the 1-3-5-7-8-9. Wood's there to help with the back row, so a head pin hit could take it. Won't go on the 2-pin, however. Missed the shot. Callie. 6-10 will drop. Wood will roll behind the head pin. Callie nicks that pin on the way by and picks up 3 on that frame alone. 21 up for Academy Lanes. So 14 marks to 10 right now for Academy Lanes, pinning 10 extra for them as well. That's part of their 21 pin advantage at the current moment. McClellan gets the head pin. Diamond Leaf's going to be difficult. Callie's mixing them here.
High-low plus the 7-10 split.
1-2-7-10. Academy Lane's also the team of the men's world's champion in 2022. A-plus accounting in 2023. Callie gets
Oh,
it.
what a shot. That's a beauty.
Gives the 10-pin a haircut on the way by. That's a spare. 117 in a ball.
Good. Did you notice I actually got my haircut?
Oh, I hadn't noticed. Yeah, it's a nice little buzz cut, I guess you'd say. Very nice.
Well, you mentioned the word haircut. I might as well bring it up, but
have to get you out there on the approach and model that. Callie on the 10th frame bonus ball is 7 more. 124 for Alicia Callie. Having strong women in this mixed tournament format is a great indicator of success. And that's why Academy Lanes is expected to do well again this year. Corey Packard, Cheryl Yaden. Yaden gets on the 3-pin, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9.
What a string by Alicia Callie. No surprise, just always in the running. 124 through 8.
And we've seen her in the Pro Series as well.
String, rather.
Packard strikes, and the hits just keep on coming for Academy Lanes. Now up big.
Kick them while they're down, Greg.
Special hello to Sheila, her mother Sheila. Hope you're doing well, Sheila, out there. Very classy lady.
$9 for Cheryl. 85. Checking in here, so we'll have match 3 upcoming in just a few boxes' time. This ain't over yet. 7 matches today to answer a comment in chat. Thank you, Bill. 10 matches Saturday and 6 or 7 matches Sunday. There are no playoffs unless that 7th match, that one-string playoff for first happens. If first place is tied, there will be a one-string roll-off. All other ties are broken by pinfall in this round-robin format. Yaden takes out 8. Chance here. Packard's filling a strike, has the double pins. We've seen that leave a few times already. Thin angles on the head pin get punished here at Academy frequently.
The half Worcester standing. Now, I hate the half Worcester when it gets knocked down, but when it's standing, that's a whole different animal.
We've seen it go once, but they'd had wood in the middle. That would have helped out. Even wood on the side would help keep it all contained. Yaden spares. Second mark in 3 boxes. 95 in a ball.
Hey, we have our first perfect game. Danny Harris just threw a 168, 4 strikes, 3 spares, and 3 tens.
I'll share with your stream. Nick Norcross is 2 boxes away from that. Corey Packard picks that up. I, again, had my head turned trying to talk to Bob Lee there. He picks up the double pins, the half Worcester inverted. 121 in a ball. Great shot. 35 up for Academy Lanes now at this time. Filling in the 10th there, 1 ball each. 7 out.
He was on the NAR clones, and they just beat.
102 and 6 more for Packard for 127 for Corey Packard. Now down to Nick Norcross, still all the pins knocked down to this point.
He's going to be splitting $50 if he continues this after we just heard that Danny Harris just threw a perfect game.
Glenn Murphy went on a 4-box tear, spare 9, spare 6, spare 9, spare 8. He gets on the 3-pin this time.
A little full on the 3, but he got a break. Side, a little triangle and a 4-7-10.
Norcross, head pin, crossed over a smidge, but got it all tangled up. He's got the 7 pin. What a fill that is. Nick Norcross has only missed 1 head pin all string. Glenn Murphy has a chance here, the 1-2-7-8.
And he's still perfect.
Norcross going ahead, that's all fair and good. 122 in a ball, good pace of play. And it's a $6. Sorry, that was the third ball for Murphy. 116. Leaving it all standing.
He needs a 40 pins just to tie Danny Harris, but that's most he can be is 10 down.
Gets to the $100 all the same. There's head pin.
The banana
Murphy.
split. Casey, where are you?
All right, Norcross in that spare fill. Got on the head pin strike. It's a perfect game for Nick Norcross. All the pins knocked down, and it's 142 plus 2.
It's going to continue. It will be a perfect game if he does continue.
I've heard it defined as just the first 100 pins, so we'll check the wording on that, but that should count. I mean, why would you get punished for having the mark? That's how it's usually defined. We'll check on that. And Murphy gets the 10 box. That was a tough go at that split there, 126. So just for good measure, let's put 10 on that as well. Norcross, tremendous showing again. His work with the Massachusetts Bowling Association was highlighted in yesterday's NBA playoffs. Worth your watch on Candlepin Bowling Network YouTube. Still gets another ball to pin this out. One of the tougher leaves he's faced. And he'll just go for the sticks on the strike fill. Didn't get it all, but 150. Perfect game for Nick Norcross. Now 90 in a ball for Leach and 77 for Brown.
A 65 pin lead. Jaws 5, 4 horsemen plus the 9 pin.
Yep.
Leach with an 8, 9, please. One of yous.
Please and thank you. Nope, they're both going to stand up. 8 pins. Brown's had a tough go. This didn't get all the head pin accuracy he was after here. I only showed 3 head pin hits if I understand correctly. Leach spares that. He did get a good break there. 108 in the ball. Nick, I'd just like to get your reaction. You have a pin-perfect game there, and Candlepins for Cancer pays $100 for pin perfection. How's that feel, first of all?
I'll take it, and it's a dub, so we just keep on rolling along.
How's the team dynamic going so
Second.
far?
Good. First string, we were down quite a bit. We came back and made it interesting. We lost by like 9 or 10, so, I mean, it's a long way to go.
Long
We'll see what
23
happens.
match weekend, indeed. Thank you, Nick.
There's a strike by Brown.
Fantastic. That's going to be good momentum for him going into the next one. $9 on the last one, excuse me. Leach got 6 on the spare fill, 4 horsemen. And he'll finish out in the 120s with a 123.
$6.13.
Mike Brown, Academy Lanes, just poured it on there. 6 marks from Norcross, 4 from Corey Packard.
In a perfect game.
And 5 marks for Alicia Cowley. 4 marks for Nick Leach. Brown almost got this double. He does.
He does double.
How about that? Well, speaking of momentum going into the next one, it'll get a subdued reaction, of course, because the game is over. I'll put the spare smudge on screen to indicate that. 106 and a ball. So the anchor Turkey Hunters are relying on, as we see Jerry Dunn on screen as well, is coming into form. It will be too late for this match, but plenty of time to go, as we alluded to in that interview with Nick Norcross. And it is 613 to 551. That is confirmed a 62-pin victory for Academy Lanes in this second match of 23 round robin. Take a look one more time at the scores on your screen. 62.
All right, so next we have Pod 25 Academy Lanes and 24-7.
All right, we'll be right back here. It looks like most matches are just about there. There's a couple boxes left on one side. And we'll be right back. Remember, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Candlepin Bowling Network. We'll be right back on this stream in just a moment.